5 data packs for Minecraft 1.20. Now these changed the game quite a lot more than some other ones I've showcased, but let's jump straight to it. The first one is William Wyther's Overhauled Overworld. Now I could be saying the name wrong, and I do apologise if I am, but this changes so much about the overworld, and I love it. Now this biome we are in right now is a snowy taiga. It doesn't add any new biomes as far as I know, but as you can see, the snowy taiga looks completely different, and it looks so much better in my opinion. There is a lot more snow, there are a lot less trees, the trees look more like pine trees. So one thing I have noticed, the game seems to think the whole world is taiga. I don't know if that's intentional, if that's a bug, but if we quickly just head like through here, it's saying this whole biome is taiga. Although this area right here looks to be like a birch forest. Even this right here, which looks to be like some hot desert, it also seems to think this is taiga. I don't know if that's intentional, but I don't think it's a problem because the game looks so much better. This right here is an old growth taiga, and the trees look awesome. They are so tall. The water is really dirty. There is moss and vines absolutely everywhere. This data pack does a extremely good job. One thing though, it doesn't feel like a data pack. Although it doesn't add any new blocks or items to the game, it does feel like a mod with the amount it actually changes, as it basically changes like 90% of Overworld's generation. This biome right here is a dark oak forest, and I love how it's actually like roofed off like the actual biome should be. There is then also some mushrooms right here with some mycelium in the floor. This makes the actual biome of the dark oak forest feel way scarier to actually traverse. There is like little to no sunlight beaming into the actual biome. But as you can see, some things are not as cramped as some of the other biomes. Right here, there is a classic birch forest, which I think the biomes are actually bugged in some cases because this is like a sunflower plains, although it's saying it's a birch forest. We have got over here, if we head over, this is once again still birch forest. And then we head into a normal forest, which once again looks really cool. It's a lot more dense, it's got a lot more to look at rather than just being some oak trees and nothing else. One thing that I did want to showcase, it also does seem to change the cherry grove biome already. Now I'm not sure to what extent, because as you can see some of the biomes are overlapping, but it seems to add like these little lakes with some mossy cobblestone and lily pads, which I think the cherry grove biome definitely did need because it makes it feel a little bit more unique. Now I could showcase this data pack for a whole 8 minutes plus if I wanted to, but I think it's time to jump to the next one. So the second data pack we are going to cover within this video, it adds some new chest types to the game. Now, I need to actually remember the recipe for this, as it's not a cheap thing, and it does require quite a lot of mixed items. Here we go. Here is the recipe. It requires a block of lapis and a block of redstone, 2 singular lapis and 2 singular redstone, and then a chest and 2 ender pearls. And this gets you, it does say knowledge book, but as soon as you actually craft it, you get a magnet chest, and it inserts nearby items to the actual chest. So if we place this down right there, it does have this like lapis and redstone below it, and if I throw this item on the floor, as you can see, it goes within the chest. So this is really cool if you have like a farm and you don't want to use mods or anything, but you still want items to go within a chest. Now, if I throw all these on the floor, you can see it plays this purpley blue animation or particle, and the items go within the chest, and it is pretty instant as well. You can also see the items do travel. If I throw these on the floor and look, as you can see, the items do travel within the chest. Now, it doesn't just add this, it adds 2 more chest types as well. This is one of them. Let's quickly just craft up the second. The second one is crafted up like so, with once again the ender pearls and a chest in the center, glass and glass bottles at the side, and then emerald and emerald blocks at the other side. And once again, it does give you a knowledge book, but once you take it into your inventory, it gives you a experience magnet. And this inserts nearby experience into the chest in the form of bottles of enchanting. So, for example, if I place this chest right down, it has the emeralds and glass at the bottom of it, and then I was to kill, let's say, a sheep. So let's slaughter the sheep. The XP, as you can see, turned into particles. The particles are them little blue things. So I've now killed 3 sheep. If I have a look in here, as you can see, there is some XP. 1 XP for both of these, and then 3 XP for this one. And that is because obviously mobs give a random amount of XP. And then the final chest type it adds is crafted like so. Red dye, green dye, blue dye, 2 ender pearls, ender chest, 2 crying obsidian, and a singular obsidian. And once again, the knowledge book, but as soon as it goes into your inventory, it gives you 2 chests this time. The first one sends item in the chest with the same code, and the second one receives items from the chest with the same code. So for example, let's say the sender is right here, but the receiver is all the way over here. Let me quickly just show you that there is nothing within this chest. This is the receiver chest, and as you can see, it is empty. If I was to head over here and throw in some chests and also some obsidian and then also some ender pearls and a blaze spawn egg, it empties from this chest instantly. If I now head over to this chest, as you can see, they are all within this chest. Third data pack we are going to cover is noticeable as soon as I've joined this world. It adds a load of new actual structures to the game. And some of them, this one right here gave me an advancement called Jump. I think that's because, okay, it's gave me regen. That's kind of cool. So it adds just a load of new types of structures. You can see there is like a well right there. If we head over to this one, this is like a big massive lighthouse. Now I think one of my favorite is this right here, a hot air balloon. Now as you can see, there is a ladder that has extended from the structure, but the ladder hasn't actually reached the bottom. So it seems like there's not actually much to this structure as far as I can see. Okay, there is. There is a lot more up here, but I don't actually know how you get up here. There is also a spawner. I think I've covered this data pack before, because I remember this spawner right here with them mobs in it. We are venturing over to another one right here. And this is, wow, this is absolutely massive. It is, what is it? It's just like a load of towers, guns, there is loot, guns and roses. This is the Foreborn Towers. I don't know if this is like a Easter egg or a shout out to something. But it adds quite a lot of loot. It is a bit confusing to traverse because there are like dead ends, walkways and stuff like that all over the place. And I think one of the final ones we are going to showcase is the Colosseum. Skeletons will spawn all throughout the outsides, basically defending it. And then in the very center is a phantom-like boss, which if we quickly just try and spawn one, it has a skeleton on top. That is quite OP, as it does have some special arrows. The fourth data pack is Hoppo's Better Mineshaft, and this basically just adds a load of new mineshafts to the game. These mineshafts are absolutely massive. They have certain like rooms coming off them with some different loot, and they do also have some like redstone contraptions. This is a flying door, which is this meant to be like an elevator? Oh, that's kind of cool. It has a built-in elevator, which takes you from one part of the mineshaft down to another. There are also things like this where it's kind of taking you down. Oh, you can climb these. That's kind of cool. I do want to ride this because I have actually just got in spectator mode, and these lamps should light up as you go because there are actually skulk sensors above them. This is really cool. As you can see, as you go near them, they light up to basically say that you are near. It adds acacia, bamboo, birch, dark oak, deep slate, jungle, mud, oak, spruce, stone. It adds so many new mineshafts to the game. And the final data pack we are going to cover is called Subterria. And this overhauls the underground of Minecraft quite a lot. This, where we are right now, is called the Sand-Swept Caves. It's just a cave completely covered in sand, sandstone, and also piles of mud. We have then also got a new biome right here. This is called the Dark Woods, and as you can see, it's covered with some dark oak wood, some grass, rooted vines. This just basically adds a load of new cave biomes. Now, it doesn't change the whole of the cave. You do still find vanilla versions of caves where there's no custom biomes. We're now in another biome, and this is kind of like the Nether in the overworld. It adds like soul sand to the actual floors and ceilings. This is called the Petrified Hollow. It does also add some dead coral. I like it. It looks cool. It does make getting soul sand and soul soil a lot easier because you don't actually have to head to the Nether for it. But that could also be good if you don't like the Nether. But anyway, that is where we're going to end this video. We're going to end it off on this iceberg. If you did enjoy, do leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought of the data packs in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.